Very warm good morning, children. We have just revised the Rutherford model of an atom in the form of question answer. Now we move further to the new topic about the limitations, drawback. वो क्यों fail हो गया? So very first limitation or drawback of his model is he could not explain about the stability of an atom. What J.J. Thomson has said that atom is whole electrically neutral. That means atom is stable somewhat. But Rutherford could not explain about the stability of an atom. That means whenever the electrons are continuously rotating around the nucleus in the orbit, if they are continuously rotating, why they are not falling into the nucleus? वो nucleus में क्यों नहीं गिर जाते? Why they are continuously rotating surround the or around the nucleus? That was not explained experimentally by Rutherford. So whenever we talked about the very first limitation of his model, so you can write only that he could not explain about the stability of an atom. Then you can add on कि वो नहीं समझा पाया कि जो भी इलेक्ट्रॉन घूम रहे हैं कंटिन्यूसली रोटेट कर रहे हैं वो न्यूक्लियस में क्यों नहीं गिर जाते हैं, या तो जो इलेक्ट्रॉन घूमते हैं वो अपनी एनर्जी लॉस क्यों नहीं करते हैं, या तो वॉट एवर द एनर्जी वो गेन करके क्यों घूमते रहते हैं. That all was not explained by Rutherford. So please kindly cooperate, children. So you have idea that that is the very first particular limitation of his model. Now the second limitation when we talked about, what he has said that suppose this is the atom, this is a positively charged sphere, उसने इसे नाम दिया है न्यूक्लियस. Around the nucleus electrons suppose they are revolving. So whatever the electrons they are revolving, how they are arranged? How they are arranged is there are more number of electrons. So distribution of electrons is not going to be explained by Rutherford. So secondly you can write that he could not explain about the distribution of electrons in the orbit. That means what? Only I said that electrons revolve around the nucleus in that circular path, and this circular path is known as orbit. But how they are arranged, how they are distributed in that orbit, it was not explained by Rutherford. So then after, to explain, to overcome with that particular limitations, Bohr has given the model which is known as Bohr's model of an atom, children. So you can copy the second one, second limitation, that he could not explain about the distribution of electron, children. Now we learn about the Bohr's model of an atom, children. To overcome the rejection of the Rutherford model of an atom about the stability, he could not explain experimentally. Only he has stated that electrons are they revolving in the circular orbit which is known as orbital. But how they are arranged in that particular orbital, it could not be explained by Rutherford. So to overcome that particular, now we have to learn about the new particular model which is known as Bohr's model of an atom. First we just draw the schematic diagram and then we write the postulate. So you have idea that what Bohr has said that whenever we draw the diagram, the very central part we are talking about for this diagram, that is the positively charged sphere which is known as, surround the nucleus there are circular paths These all circular paths when we talked about, they are known as orbit or orbital. So when we talked about Bohr's diagram, schematic diagram, there is a very first postulate he is given that whatever the atom consists of positively charged sphere which is known as nucleus. Atom is consist of positively charged sphere which is known as nucleus. So here it was given the particular black color dot which is known as positively charged sphere, that is known as nucleus. Now around the particular nucleus in the circular path, electrons are continuously rotating in the discrete orbit. ये जो orbit है उसे हम लिखेंगे discrete orbit or definite orbit. That means electrons are continuously there rotating in the certain fixed orbit. So that was the very first postulate given by the Bohr, that atom is consist of positively charged sphere and that positively charged sphere is known as nucleus, children. So here when you talk about the discrete orbit or discrete energy level, it is there then after labeled by n. If n is equal to 1, then Bohr has said that particular discrete level, energy level और energy cell, इसे आप discrete orbit बोल सकते हो या तो इसे आप बोल सकते हो energy level और energy shell. Second postulate what he has said that whenever electrons are revolving around the nucleus, suppose these two electrons are then revolving around the nucleus, they do not radiate any kind of energy. They do not lose or they do not gain any kind of energy. Energy remain constant. That means it moves from the one energy level to another energy level. That means when we talk about the very first orbit, the energy is not going to be lost or gained by the orbit. Only it is there transferred from one energy level to another. So these are the two postulates which is given by Bohr. Very first postulate, atom which is containing positively charged sphere, that is known as nucleus. Around the nucleus, the electrons are continuously rotating in the circular path, that is known as discrete orbit or definite orbit, in which electrons are continuously rotating without radiating any kind of energy. That means they do not absorb or evolve any kind of energy. That energy remain constant during the revolution of electron around the nucleus. So these are the particular. Then after he has labeled the particular discrete orbit or the energy shells of the label by small letter n. Whatever this discrete orbit or energy level is, denote the small n से denote here. If that particular energy level n is equal to 1, then that is labeled as K shell. Now the second energy level n is equal to 2, then that is L shell. If energy level n is equal to 3, then M shell. And if energy level n is equal to 4, then it is N shell. That particular energy levels are increasing from around the nucleus. So that was the schematic diagram for Bohr's model. So now we write the particular postulates from that diagram. That what are the postulates? आप diagram से postulates लिख सकते हो उसके whatever he has said that. इसने क्या बोला? That positively charged sphere which is there present inside in the atom, it is known as nucleus. Surround that particular nucleus, electrons are continuously rotating in the circular path. That path is known as discrete orbit or orbital or energy level or energy cells. Now, whenever they are revolving around the nucleus, they do not radiate any kind of energy. That means they do not absorb or evolve energy. Energy remain constant. Only energy is there. Transfer, that means it is going to be, they are moving from the one energy level to another energy level. Suppose energy K shell में अगर energy N is equal to energy level 1 की जो energy, it is shift to energy level 2, but it is not going to be lost or absorbed by energy level 1 or energy level 2. And then after he has labeled the energy level by the letter N. Suppose energy level N is equal to 1 है, तो उसने बोला that particular orbit or energy level is known as K shell. Then after if energy level N is equal to 2 है, तो तो that particular cell is known as L cell और n is equal to 3 है energy level तो M cell है और energy level n is equal to 4 है तो that is N cell. So number of energy cell increases according to that you can use the data. Either you can use the alphabetical letters or either you can use the integers for the labeling of the energy level. So see the diagram carefully, then we just write the postulate on the board. So you copy that postulate. Children, you just copy the particular topic in your notebook, whatever is written on the board, because it is very difficult to give the notes. Then after you don't find the notes and then giving comments in the note that we are not finding the notes. So from today, you just have to copy everything which is there given. No separate notes are given to you people. So kindly copy this particular. Then after we will just start to write the postulates. So here you can see the very first point I have wrote on the board, that is atom consists of the positively charged sphere which is known as nucleus and around which electrons revolve in the discrete orbit. Now the discrete orbit is having certain value of the fixed energy, that energy whenever electron revolve around the nucleus, it does not radiate any kind of energy, that means it remain in the stationary phase. Now what is the electron present in the first energy level which has a low energy, that means nucleus के पास का energy level n is equal to 1 है, उसके पास low energy होगी compared to energy level n is equal to 4. If the energy level increase, according to that the electron is having the more energy, that means electron can shift from the lower energy level to the higher energy level, they cannot shift from the higher to lower level. So this is the postulate given by the board. Please kindly copy both. Then after moving on the third and the fourth postulate, copy these two particular, then we move on the third and the fourth particular postulate. Now you can see the third point, energy levels or energy shells. They are represented by, already we have discussed that, by the integers or number, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 up to so on. Or either you can use the alphabet, that is K, L and N. Sometimes it is labeled as E1, E2, E3, E4 because of their energy level. So this is the third particular postulate given by Bohr. And fourth point, what he has said that energy of the electron remain constant while they are revolving around the nucleus. That means जब भी वो revolve करते हैं around the nucleus, they do not radiate any kind of energy. It remain constant or it remains same. But yes, that energy, whatever the electron is having, it is going to be shift from the lower energy level to the higher energy level. अगर higher से lower आता है, then after electron falls into the nucleus, which was not explained by Bohr. So this is the very third point. Energy levels are represented by the integers 1, 2, 3, 4, or either it is going to be represented by the alphabets, that is K, L, M, N, and up to so on how many energy levels the particular atom contain. Energy of the electrons remain constant while electron is revolving around the nucleus. That means electrons do not radiate any kind of energy. That means they do not absorb or evolve any kind of energy. Only they can shift or move their energy from the energy level 1 to energy level 2 or energy level 2 to energy level 3. So these are the four postulates. So whenever it is there going to be asked in the exam, they draw the schematic diagram and explain the postulates of Bohr's model of an atom. You have to copy or you have to write about that particular postulate and draw the schematic diagram. It is very easy. Only you have to draw the very first circle. You have to color it with the black color, that is known as positively charged sphere nucleus. Then you have to make 4 circles with the use of rounder. It is very easy to draw. So now we just see the diagram carefully and then you just copy the particular what is the postulate I wrote on the board and the diagram which I am going to right now draw on the. So children, whenever it is there asked in the exam that draw the schematic diagram for Bohr's model of an So very first we have to make the nucleus. You can color with black color or the remain as it is. That is nucleus, which is having a main that is also known as positively charged sphere. Around that nucleus, now you have to draw the energy level, and we have learned that energy level is there represented by n. If n is equal to 1, then you can write that particular shell is K shell. Second energy level, it is n is equal to 2, so that is L cell. Then n is equal to 3, so M shell. And lastly n is equal to 4, it is N shell. So here I am not writing the drawing directly. So you can see the diagram carefully, that there is a diagram for Bohr's model of an atom. So this is the particular image. Whatever the electrons are there. See, now Bohr could not explain about the distribution of electron again. Then Bury was the one who has given the rule for the distribution of the electron in the respective orbit. So whatever the electrons are there revolved around, they have the same energy. That means they do not radiate any kind of energy. Only the energy of this electron is shift to this energy level, or either shift to the energy level 2 or energy level 3. So energy remain constant. So this is the schematic diagram for the Bohr's model of an atom. अगर एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन पूछा रहता है तो आप नहीं. So it's very easy. You have to only use the rounder to draw the circle, and you have to label the energy level by 1, 2, 3, 4. If n is equal to 1, then you have to write the K shell. N is equal to 2, then it is L cell. N is equal to 3, then M cell. N is equal to 4, then N cell. Up to so on, the number of cells increase. According to that, you have to give the alphabetical letters. So in the next particular lecture, we recapitulate the particular Bohr's model, postulates of this model, and then we move to the distribution of electron. That only he has said that the electrons are there revolving around the nucleus without radiating any kind of energy, but how they are distributed he could not explain. So then after Bohr along with Bury, both of the scientists has discovered the particular rules for arrangement of the electrons in that circular path of the orbits of the energy level. So that we learn in the next particular lecture. Thank you children. Kindly copy this down as a note part, whatever is there going on day by day, so you have to copy it. So then after you don't have to search for the notes here and there. Thank you.